Hi everyone, I wanted to do a quick video on something that's been on my mind for a little bit, but I figured I would finally kind of sit down and put a little information out there about it. I worked in customer service for over 11 years and I learned a lot. The one thing that I can tell you, anybody who's ever had to deal with anybody in business, the one thing that is going to forever and always be flawed logic in this country is the customer is always right. Being a customer does not give you a right to be an entire, whole, complete butthole. It doesn't. I'm sorry. In life, I believe if you have any type of home training and upbringing, you treat people the way that you want to be treated. If you don't in life, unfortunately, there's a cause and effect relationship. The things that you do to others come back to you. It may not be direct, but they come back to you. So I'm going to say that, and I know it's going to make some people mad because you think if you pay money, you can treat people any kind of way. Unfortunately, that's not true. And unfortunately, a lot of times you're dealing with people in service industries that you might want to be careful with. It's funny because years ago, my cousin called me when the movie Waiting came out and cracked up laughing because she said there was a scene in the movie that somebody said that I always say, which I have always. I had a mother who used to love to be feisty when she went out to eat and real demanding and really demeaning at times. And when I was young, I was early teens. One time I finally told her, because I would be like overly nice. And I finally told her, I said, Mom, why do you when you get to public you do that? You get to a restaurant, you bark at people, you're not real nice. And she just says, well, it's service. And no, Mom, because what gets me is you do this and these people are cooking your food. And my mom was like, well, I never send my food back. Even when I'm done, I have them bring it back to the table, so the box or whatever, to the table so I can wrap it. I said, but Mom, you're nasty before you even get your food. Which means if somebody doesn't have the ethics, they're cooking whatever they're doing in your food. Just a thought. Sometimes that arrogance that people like to have, be careful. I'm not saying that it's right because it's nasty. And to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons I learned to cook, because I refuse. That's disgusting. And I hate to be at a table with somebody else acting nasty, because then you wonder if that server, the person that's cooking, is so angry by the things that that person has said that now everybody on the table has to worry about their plate. So anyway, just a thought. Um, The other thing that I want to say to people is a lot of times when we have to call customer service centers or even in person, you get that person that has either had a bad day or is just an absolute idiot. Once again, home training tells you you do not debate with an idiot. You just don't do it. You got to walk away. If you have to, get the name, location, if they have a sign ID, whatever you can get, write that down, hang up the phone and walk away, get somebody new. And there are even some times where you may be with a company forever. They give you some information that you know is wrong. Could be a policy change. Hang up, get somebody else, and just verify the information. Just a suggestion. Don't go back and forth with an idiot. I don't even want an idiot in my account. I'm honestly, because if the simple information that you telling me on the phone and I don't work for the company, and I know better than you, you're not the one I want working on my account. Just a thought. Oh, another note. Sometimes when you call, even when you go to places, notice if the people that you're working with are direct or indirect. I have called customer service, and I'm not even just talking about outsourcing. That's you call and you get a whole nother country. That's something completely different. It's where a lot of companies are going, but it's something completely different. If you call a lot of times and you know it's a problem that you have to deal with, make sure that you're getting a direct, a direct office. There are some companies that for example, the call lines will get real full, they'll filter calls out to an indirect customer service center. So just to let you know, if you have a rep and a supervisor at an indirect customer service center and it's something that you need to get resolved, sometimes that direct rep is going to have more positioning or more options than that indirect supervisor. Just the way the system works. So just something to think about. If it's something that you've got to get fixed, you may want to look for a direct center. Some of them may not tell you, but some of them you'll start to realize when you're talking to them that they don't have the same knowledge and understanding of the companies. What else? Oh, cell phones. Just got a refurbished cell phone. Didn't think I would ever do it. Ever. Not ever. Because I want stuff new. Then I thought about it. You have the same warranty on this new phone that I get on this refurbished phone. And the new phone is $150. And the refurbished phone is $129. No, excuse me, $29. Not $129. $29. If this phone, this $29 phone messes up, manufacturer's issues, you still got to take this phone back and replace this phone. So, just something to think about. The other thing I want to mention for that is a lot of people have cell phone insurance. Like if you have children or you're just somebody who works, say, construction, whatever, you know your phone gets beat up a lot, you may want to keep insurance. But as a backup, I always tell people when you have a cell phone that works and you do an upgrade, you keep that phone. Please keep that phone. Put it with the battery, the charger, and the phone. Put it in a drawer till you may need it. You may not even need it. You may have a friend that needs a phone. Even if you have insurance, a lot of times you got to mail that bad boy. You got to get that bad boy mailed to you. For that day, you have a phone that you can flip out and have on service for you for that time period. If it's a money issue, you don't have to worry about the company now telling you, oh, well, you can buy the phone at full retail value. We'll take 25% off of that. No. Have a backup phone. Have enough backup phones, you no longer need insurance. Even though you might love that brand new phone you just got, kind of nice to have a backup to just go right back to if you need it. The phone doesn't work, do whatever the company, donate it, do whatever you can with it. But if you got a working phone, keep that phone. You'd be surprised at how often it will come in handy. Drop that phone in a bucket of water, you're still good to go. You have a backup. Not to mention the fact insurance has skyrocketed. Insurance used to be $5 a month with $50 for a, to get your next phone. It's now like $7 to $9 with a $90 if you have a smartphone. It's a little expensive. Oh, another thing I would suggest, if you have a phone that's messing up, this is really horrible to say, but say you have a phone that's messing up and you have insurance and you're eligible for an upgrade. I would probably suggest if that phone messed up or is lost or stolen, to go ahead and use your insurance. If you have the money, use the insurance, get that backup phone, put that backup phone in a cubby hole someplace, and then get that new device with your upgrade. Just a thought. Something I want to throw out there to you. So, the last thing that I kind of want to say, because I think a lot of times we get so frustrated and so stressed out, we do a lot of complaining. If you get an outstanding rep, I don't care where it is. You just get that person that has a beautiful smile, a pleasant demeanor. They were really helpful. They really went out of their way. Tell somebody. And don't just tell that rep. Take the time to actually tell a supervisor. Writing a letter is always the best. Even over emailing. Writing a letter is always the best. Tell somebody. Because I think companies a lot of times hear so much of this person did this wrong and this person did that wrong. They don't hear any of the good things. Sometimes I think companies aren't even aware of what great reps they should keep. So, just notes. Again, treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't mess with people that make your food. I don't even care if it's at home. Don't mess with people that make your food. Don't argue with stupid people. That's just, it's inappropriate and it's time consuming and so unnecessary. Cell phones, refurbished, backup phones, insurance. That's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Good luck.